Like, which side's my brush up? Hi, it's Christine Ruiz of ChristineDeco.com, also of checklistmaids.com. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday so far, almost to the weekend. I'm looking forward to celebrating one of my friends' birthdays this weekend. So, hi, Angelique. Hi, Tiffany. So that's something I'm definitely... Dane, what are you doing? Oh, that's you. That's definitely something. Hey, Jay, something I'm looking forward to because being parents of 4 kids, me and my husband don't get to go out very often and actually dress up and look nice. We go to like Home Depot and, the grocery store, things like that. But it's not rare. It's sort of rare that we get to go out and like dress up and look nice and, celebrate. So looking forward to that. I feel like one of my hairs is loose on my locks. Anyhow, hey, Mike, good afternoon to you too. So anyhow, I wanted to share today or talk about today, entrepreneurship and parenthood, being a parent, being an entrepreneur or business owner or marketer, essentially being in a position or having a situation. Hi, Tara Lee, how are you doing? I'm sure Belize sounds beautiful. It's rainy and mild here in New York. But anyhow, anytime you're in a position where you are choosing to sort of be your own boss or your income, you making a living is totally up to you and what you do or don't do, you going out and getting business and clients and customers and those sort of things. So just talking about the mix in the relationship of being an entrepreneur, or like I said, a business owner and being a parent. Parenthood is a lot on its own. Entrepreneurship, being a business owner, is a lot on its own. So it's definitely an interesting, unique situation where you have both. So today I want to just talk about a few things to consider. And I am going to, hi, India, how are you doing? I'm going to share this very quickly on my business page and then my group, and then we'll get started. I always say I don't think I'm sharing anything that's like groundbreaking, but just I think about stuff a lot. Hey, Carl, I think a lot. I'm a thinker. So I was like, hey, if I'm thinking about this, I wonder if this could be helpful to someone else. So anyhow, I think, and I put 4 things, but it's not in any particular order. I think the first thing when it comes to entrepreneur and parenthood, it is realizing that through you doing whatever it is you're doing as a business, you are letting your child know and showing them that there are other options for their future. I think it's honestly changing. When I was growing up, it was very much go to school, graduate, get your degree from college, then get your job and, try to excel from there. I think you want rice? Hey, Ava, can you come down and heat Dane up some rice? Thank you. You're so sweet. And my teen daughter, she wouldn't do anything but lounge. What? Oh, Lord. Okay, sorry. The kids are all over the place. Anyhow, you're basically living evidence that when you're an entrepreneur, business owner, that you don't have to just do those things. And I'm not against school. I have my degree in marketing. I went to undergrad. I loved my college experience. But just saying that when you choose to, whether you're online marketing, whether you're coming up with a service or a product on your own and you're selling it online or through Amazon or through your website, you're basically giving your child more options. You're showing them that it's not just the regular jobs we tend to know and think about and hear about all the time. And I think that's something that's very powerful, is that you're letting your child know, here you go, that there's options. She's so pleasant, right? Another thing, and number 2, is when you are in business, because obviously you doing what you're doing is showing them that there's options, is giving them a variety. It might inspire them or get their wheels thinking. But when you are running a business, I think it's very important to show your children the full scope of the business. They shouldn't just see all positive. They shouldn't just see you complaining or being down all negatives, but let them see the full scope and the variety. Oftentimes, because also kids are very interesting, like how their minds work is super interesting. I think that sometimes they're like, oh, mom or dad has a business, they must be a millionaire. You might be, but oftentimes that's not the case for everyone. So I think it allows them to, when you show the full scope, when I'll sometimes say, well, we're going to go and do this, once I finish my Facebook Live, and they're like, why do you do Facebook Live? Well, for me, I'm in the business of helping other business owners, other entrepreneurs with coaching or mindset coaching or growing their audience on social media. So it's a commitment I've made to get on here every day, Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. And so in doing that, it sort of lets them know, like, yes, some people can get up and drive and go to an office and work every day, but it's also possible to utilize your computer. And I always tell them, I said, when you guys get online or you get on your iPads and stuff, oftentimes you're spending money. You're costing me and Dad money. I said, when I open up my computer and get online, I am in the habit of making money, whether I'm connecting with people who may never be a client or they may be a client in the future or more immediately. Bottom line is, when I'm on my devices, I'm on there with a purpose. I'm on there with an action plan and with a vision. Carl said, in this day and age, if you have a smartphone, tablet, access to the library, you can make an income. Very, very true. But I think with that, just explaining to them sometimes, especially I have my new cleaning business now. So there are times where they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm on this website, sending out quotes to people who are looking for their homes to be clean. And I kind of explain to them how I do it. When I have my christinedeco.com site, and I'm doing more of coaching calls or different things like that, explaining that to them. Because like I said, what it does is it broadens their, hold on. Ava, next time, don't have the chair so far away. Is it too hot? Wait. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, Dave, because it might be too hot. Let me see. It's too hot. Let it cool off. Okay, sorry. It's too hot, Dane. I said it's too hot. Spit it out. You just gonna try to eat it? My son is over here. Get it out. It's too hot. So, sorry. You try to tell a child something's too hot. They don't. I mean, it's not hot, but he likes his stuff lukewarm. And he was determined to eat it anyway. So anyhow, but giving them a true idea. So, because I always say, and I say this to my kids as well, why are you doing it again? Y'all, toddlers have no sense. Anyhow. Okay, I was actually very distracted today. When your entrepreneurship isn't for everyone, I tell my children that often. And I think, though, when you give them a full scope, it gives them an idea. I remember when I was about 14, no, probably maybe closer to 15, a period in my life where I was really interested in thinking I might want to go the medical route and be a doctor. And I remember my mom's good friend, she's delivered my sister, like a good percentage of my cousins, and my oldest, Ava. She's actually on TV now. She goes by Dr. Jackie. But I remember I was really interested in that. And I was like, well, OBGYN sounds cool. And my mom was like, okay, well, let me talk to Jackie. She's actually my sister's godmother. And she said, let me talk to her about you spending some time with her in the office. And Jackie is super sweet. She's also my soror now. She's been my soror for about 15 years. Since 13. Well, how long have I been? I think I've been in AKA for almost 13 years. But she was kind enough to let me spend a few days with her in the office. Before each patient, she would ask them, is it okay that I be in there to observe, and just let them know I'm thinking about it as a career field. And she just wanted me to get the realness of it and see the day-to-day. And I remember examinations, a lot of stuff didn't bother me, but for some reason, there was a lady who was like having her 6th child. And I remember her skin was like really, really loose. And it was like seeing that baby just moving around under her skin. And I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I don't think this is for me. But I still appreciate the experience because, like I said, when you allow children to see the realness of it, the day-to-day, or to get a true inkling and idea, you're allowing them the opportunity for it to be exposed to it, and also for them to, over time, make an informed decision. Because sometimes we can look at something from the outside in and assume and think that we just understand it all. But when you actually have that window open, the opportunity to see it firsthand and learn, it allows you to say, this is for me, or no, it's not. So definitely it gives them a full scope of the business. And the third thing is encourage them to start now, depending on what it is that your child is into, what skill they have. Ava, she's really into visual art. She's also into writing. And niece is into writing. DJ's super into video games. So we're going to start getting him into coding. But depending on what your child is into, there may be an opportunity for them to start business ownership or entrepreneurship now, even at their younger age. I think today's time we're in, it's super, like Carl said, it's super easy. If you have a smartphone, a tablet, computer, there's a lot more ways to make income. And I think with that, I think it's empowering. It's really good for self-esteem too with kids to be able to start something now. And they can see, they might be like, oh, I had a lot of sales this week, or the next week come and they're like, nobody bought anything, or nobody looked at my website, or I didn't make any sales. But it gives them just to leave my iPad alone. I swear, Dana's like, I'm going to do everything to distract my mom today. But it just gives them an idea, and it also gives them that sense of accomplishment and confidence boost. I know for many of you who follow me or were friends in real life or online, know with Ava, she dealt with, that's Ava walking behind me. She dealt with bullying, and then got even more into expressing herself and her emotion through art. And it wasn't until she switched schools and was at her new school that, with her sometimes coming home with money. And I was like, Ava, you're an entrepreneur. You're literally essentially open for commissions. And so when people commission your art, you do it for a fee. I was like, you technically have a business going. So I remember when I asked her, did she want me to make one, give her a website and allow her reach to be broader to people outside of her school? And she was like, I could do that. At the time she was 11, so I think she was surprised. But in doing that, it was really a good boost, and to see her have something created and see her own website and feel a sense of accomplishment and pride and just like encouragement that we all are here to create or contribute in some way, and this may be your gift. So I really think that's another thing, is encourage them to start now. Back in the day it was lemonade stands. I know there's a girl who I think she's probably 10 now, but I believe she's around 8 when she got her lemonade sold in Whole Foods, right? And so it takes the lemonade stand idea and you can make it even bigger just with the opportunities and what's possible in today's times. So whether your child is, really talented in art and you want to start a website and build a business for them, or they're exceptional at music, or they're really good with, dancing and they want to choreograph, just different things. There's so many ways that you can encourage your child to start now. Then number 4, this is sort of more parent focused, but like I was saying in the beginning, being a parent it takes a lot out of you, because especially the more kids, the more it takes. But you're constantly having to balance between being yourself and then also being someone else's everything, right? And I think with that, it's equally as important to make sure that you're making time for yourself. Everybody defines self-care differently. Everyone does different things for self-care, but I always believe in the concept that you can't pour from an empty cup, versus if you got a cup, you can keep pouring into it, and whatever that liquid is that you're pouring into it, it's going to eventually overflow and pour out onto the table and onto the counter and onto the floor, because there's something in it. And in that same idea and train of thought, it's super, super important that you take care of yourself, invest in yourself, and have some sort of release, some sort of meditation or focus on yourself. I choose to do meditation because sometimes it's easier for me to just put in my headphones and listen to a guided meditation, whether it's working out or yoga, or you're in I recently joined a Mocha Moms group in my area, so I'm super excited about just connecting with other women, but I know there's going to be a yoga event coming up, but whatever it is, or just reading a book, taking a bubble bath, or taking yourself to Carvel and getting ice cream for yourself and by yourself, finding different ways to have some self-care and make sure that you're replenishing yourself. And especially shout out to my other stay-at-home moms, but if you're in the position where you are always with a child, one of your child, all of your children, you really need to make sure to do that, because you can get caught up in the world of nursery rhymes and wiping butts and potty training and singing, playing kid games all day while you're trying to run your business. Then if you have a partner or a spouse, trying to spend time with them, and you can really get in the habit of always giving, always giving out your energy, but like I said, having nothing to fill you up and nothing to sustain you. So I think it's super, super important. You don't want to burn yourself out. And yesterday, if you were on here, I did talk about a few ways to sort of eliminate or get out of overwhelm. So if you didn't catch that, just look on my page. It should be pretty high on the page because I just talked about it yesterday. But self-care is a part of that as far as getting yourself out of overwhelm. I think it's really just pacing yourself and taking life day to day, day by day, one day at a time. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's a quick recap. When entrepreneurship and parenthood, realize that through your entrepreneurship, through your business owner, through your online marketing, you are showing your children options for the future, which is a great thing. You're exposing them, you're broadening their horizon. Make sure to let them see the full scope of the business, when and where you can involve them. Maybe if you're writing out emails, read it to them or get their opinion or get their thoughts, but involve them as much as you can. Number 3, encourage them to start now if they have something or you're seeing a quality or a skill set or a talent that they're really shining with. Grow that. Encourage them to start now and help them. And then number 4 again is make time for yourself. Make sure you do those things. So that is pretty much it. I put my link to my mini chat for Messenger if you want to connect with me. If you're needing something like how to make a DMO or content creation or any of those things as far as growing your business and your audience, I'm happy to help with that. And obviously if you chat, if you're like, I need a system, I can send you a link to 10-day trial for the marketing system and platform I use. But either way, if you have questions, if you want to reach out, I put my link there so that you can. And I thank you guys so much for your time and attention just listening to this, because there's so many other things you'll be doing with your time. So I'm always super, super appreciative when people take the time to stop in and listen. Thank you for putting the link, Jay. But to stop in and listen to my Facebook Lives, like I said, it's not necessarily that I'm saying something that's so earth-shattering or new and inventive, but I just like to share either from experience or things that I'm currently understanding or doing and or reading. And I think there's so much we can learn from other people. So it's just me doing my part to contribute. So that is it. Hope you guys have a great Thursday. We are doing, oh, you got my 10-day trial link. Okay, Jay, thank you. Karate classes today. So I'm going to be watching my 8-year-old be an excellent karate ninja. But hope everyone has a great Thursday. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow on Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.